The cat is out the bag. I have a new EP coming out, and I want to talk to y'all about it and tell you about some of the things that you guys should expect from it. One, the name of the EP is Chapter 5, I'm Home, right? And this title had been decided on probably about right around May. I was already deciding on this because I had some other projects coming out, Soul Service and 2023 Winter. So they were already on the way. But while I was doing that, I was thinking about this one because I just came back to Philly and moved in with my mom. And I was like, you know what? A great title for this project would be I'm Home. Now, what I will say is, although the name had already been figured out, and I can be honest with you guys and transparent, I was definitely going to be a little bit, I'm not going to say more emotional, but a little more vulnerable in this project. I mean, I'm pretty vulnerable as is, but I was going to be a little more vulnerable in this project because I'm coming home. There's some disappointment, there's some guilt, there's some mistakes that I made that landed me, that got me to come back home. So there was a few things I wanted to touch on, but in the midst of me getting home, several things have happened. My coach died of a heart attack. My best friend was murdered. I say brother when I refer to him. He was murdered. My coach has a heart attack. This might not sound like a big deal to y'all, but I'm an animal lover, and me and my mother, we take care of the cats out back. I just help her with that. That's her thing. I help her with it. And a cat out there had a bunch of kittens, 7 of them. All 7 of them died. I was nursing about 3 of them, and they all died. And so I took a lot of that on. I felt really bad. On top of the fact that I just want to do better for myself and really break off into this industry and really start to take care of myself with my ability to make music and stream and those types of things. So on top of that, on top of getting evicted, losing my car, getting fired, coming to Philly, my coach passes away, my brother gets murdered. Like, there's a lot going on. And so it changed the tone of I'm Home, because I'm Home was supposed to sound like something totally different. But it's gonna be, I won't say morbid, it'll be very reflective, it'll be vulnerable. And it's gonna be a project that, I'm gonna be honest, as I'm creating the project now, because it's being made now, as I'm creating it now, there's some records that I'm writing that are hard to write. Not because the content isn't there, but because I'm talking about some really personal things that really bother me and have major impacts on me. And so it's gonna be a project that I think will stand out from the rest because I'm comfortable in my sound now. I know where some of my strengths are. I can lean into my strengths a little bit better. I know kind of what you guys like from me, and so I'm leaning into that a little bit too. It's gonna kind of all my projects that have come out, Soul Service was probably the most successful. And so just imagine Soul Service a little more fine-tuned, a little more direct. Just imagine Soul Service if you guys can. 2023 Winter was pretty successful. So they've all been fairly successful, but those are the last 2 I think that are a little more successful. So you guys should be expecting that. Also, the one thing I know I'm doing that's going to be a little bit different with this project that wasn't on any of the other projects is that if you decide to stream the EP, if you decide to stream the EP on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you stream it at, you will get a different experience streaming the EP. That I can guarantee you. I can guarantee that. There will be a different experience opposed to you just playing some of the singles, opposed to you just playing some of the songs on YouTube. You will have a different experience when you play the EP all the way through on a streaming site. It's gonna be different. There's some things I'm gonna do, there's some ideas that I have, and I'll talk about that obviously later when it actually comes out. But this particular project, man, I'm excited for it, but I'm also sad that that it's coming out in the sense of the stuff I'm talking about on it. Like, there's some really vulnerable records on there, some of which are already finished, some of which are halfway finished, some of which only exist conceptually. Like, there's some songs that are gonna be on there that don't exist yet, but I have the concept for them, and I'm ready to just get the right record, get the right instrumental, and I can dive into it. Some artists do that. Some artists create songs conceptually. Like, before the song is ever created, the concept of the song is already ready. Like, I already know exactly where I'm going to have to go with this one and that one. So there's a lot of things in the works, man, in terms of this project. And I think you guys will be very satisfied with this project. I would like to hope so. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, music and training and getting ready for this game I got coming up, these have been ways of therapy that I've been able to kind of engage in. Granted, with everything that's happened, I am going to be seeing an actual therapist. That's important. I've always been an advocate for therapy, but couldn't afford it for quite some time and wasn't really sure of all my resources. The time in my life when I had a therapist, frequently I was in college and the therapist was paid for with my tuition, so I didn't have to pay out of pocket. You know, I got my therapist. I could meet with her every other week or whatever the case was for an hour. So I'm looking forward to that. But this project is going to be dope. I'm going to put my all into it. There is a project after. I don't know when I'm going to write that project or when I'm going to release that project after this one, but there is a project after, and then I have I'm not going to say that. And then I'm not too sure if I'm going to just take a break. I've been thinking about taking a break from all of this because it's a lot, and making music and not really getting I'm not saying the results, but just kind of feel like you're like screaming into a void. But I can't say that because some of you guys are very supportive. I got some folks that like every video I put on YouTube, comment on every video I put on YouTube. So I am appreciative of that. And because of you guys kind of help me when I'm feeling like, man, ain't nobody checking for me. When I'm feeling like that, it's you guys I think of. Like, damn, well, no, there's some people that rock with me, that legitimately quote my lyrics back to me and everything. So we're looking for this Chapter 5 project is definitely coming. Is this going to be the last chapter? I don't know. The chapters represent something to me, and I don't necessarily even know what that is right now. They represent like pockets of my life, right? Like each chapter that comes out, you guys can kind of hear where I'm at in my life. Like, I'm very transparent as an artist. So when you guys hear the chapters, you kind of know where I'm at with life. And so I'm looking forward to just getting this one done, finishing up, polishing up some records. Because again, there's some records that are already done. I'm polishing them up. I'm finishing up like a second verse or finishing up a chorus or figuring out how I'm going to address the chorus and things like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. There probably won't be any features. I'm almost sure I don't want any features, but we don't know. All right, so right now it's going to be majority me, the producers on the project. Well, I'm definitely working with Young Nab on some of these records. You might hear some NY bangers on it. He might be on it. So I'm not entirely sure, or they might be on it. I'm not entirely sure. So there's some producers I'm looking at, some records I'm hearing, and I'm excited. And I just want you guys to know that I'm cooking. I'm working my tail off to try to produce a classic for you guys and myself, because this is something that my dad told me he believed I could do, and it's something I love doing. So you put that together, and maybe I don't have, I don't know, maybe I'm not a Grammy level artist. Or I don't have the potential to be a Grammy artist, or maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just not that. But I can definitely take care of myself and my family with my ability. I know that. Right, and so what we're going to do is our best. We're going to do our best. We're going to put our best foot forward. We're going to put our best piece of work out, and we're going to let the world decide what they think of it. So yeah, Chapter 5 on the way, 9/6, which is also my birthday. On that day, I'm letting you guys know this now, I will not be available. My mother is throwing me a party, which I haven't had in a very, very long time. But my mother is throwing me a party, and she kind of fought me on it a little bit because I'm just not a real big celebratory guy. I don't think I've done a lot worth celebrating. And the way she broke it down to me was, you just lost one of the closest people to you. You lost your coach. A lot has happened around you, and you being alive is worthy of a celebration. And it's the day you were born. So during that day, there will be content coming out. There will be all kinds of stuff coming out. I'm gonna have it scheduled. But I will not be checking social media or anything. I'll just be kicking it with my mom and a couple of my friends that come over and hang out with me. That's all I'm doing that day. And that's it. So, but Chapter 5 will be out that day. Chapter 5 will be out that day. I want you guys to be ready. Stay tuned. The pre-save link for it will probably be available at the end, like the week before. So I'm aiming to have it done like the week before. So the pre-save link will be available like the week before my actual like birthday or so. So look for it at the end of August, the very beginning of September. So the pre-save link will be available at that time. And when it does become available, I'll put the link for it in this video where you guys can go directly and stream it. But again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for those that really support me. Thank you. Because you don't have to. I'm a very small artist who's just trying to gain a little bit of momentum and leverage and take care of his family with his art and his ability to tell stories and make music and everything. So for those of you who support me, I'm really, really gracious and grateful for it and honored that you guys take 4 minutes out your day and play a song. Like, I'm really honored by that. And so appreciate you guys. Thank you. And I'll see you guys later.